Welcome in, watchers and listeners, to Sport Talk with D-Walk. I'm D-Walk, and I got Casper on the show. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, and you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Check us out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. With that being said, let's get this show on the road.
Oh, right. We're back for episode 59 of Sport Talk. I am D-Walk. I'm here with Casper. He is back on the show. We're going to talk about some NASCAR, some Braves, baseball, fishing, and more. That being said, let's bring him on back in. What's going on, Casper?
What's up, big dog? I'm just out here living the dream on what's today, Monday, Tuesday?
Tuesday night.
Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is. It's Tuesday, so it's been a great life. I missed you last week, but I thought y'all had a great show. Shout out to you and Randy. I actually really like y'all's shows. They're more fun for me to listen to than ours, so it's a good time. And I think Randy could be the next Bill Dance. I mean, honestly, he's awesome to listen to. He's got a good voice for it too. Like, he's got a little bit of that going on. It's nice. Just, I listen to it at work, calm me down, and got me going for the day. So good show. Glad y'all had a good time fishing. And I'm jealous. I wore my Bass Pro Shops hat, but I'm not a poser like you. I've had this one for like 14 years. I didn't just go buy it this year. So I've been fishing for a long time. Just so everybody knows. I'm good at it. I've been doing it for a long time.
There you go. You heard it right here, folks. He's been fishing for a long time. He's been catching fish for a long, long time. He was the lake king there back in the day. So he got it all figured out there on the lake for sure on that. Oh man, let's jump into the weekend. How was your weekend, Casper?
Man, it was pretty good. I don't know. It was a long weekend. I got a funny story I'll tell that is a good one. But let's say Friday night we got some ice cream. That's always a good time. Gotta love some ice cream. Shout out to Ollie and Bobo's Ice Cream up here in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's good quality stuff. They actually ship it in from Wisconsin, believe it or not. It's chocolate shop ice cream. They ship it in from Wisconsin. It's pretty good. If you're in the Hardin Valley area, check that out. But Saturday, Saturday got rained out at a race that I was going to go to. Again, since the last time I was on the show, I've been rained out 3 times trying to go to dirt races. Friday, Saturday, and then Saturday again, and Friday again. So it's been tough. I did get to go last night, Monday. That was really the highlight of my weekend, honestly, was going to race Monday night. But anyway, the funny story is, so you see I got this garage door open back here, and y'all are probably like, man, who has their garage door open back at their podcast? Well, here's the story, D-Walk. I was down here Saturday night, hanging out, grilling, chilling, drinking a few ice cold waters, watching a little racing. There's a lot of racing going on Saturday night. It was a great night. And I was going to bed about midnight when they wrapped up, like Word Outlaws and all that. And took the dog out that door right over there, kind of where that leaf blower is. And was just kind of sitting in here in my chair right here where I'm at right now. And, went and got her, brought her back in. I was standing there at the door to close it to go to bed. And started smelling like onions and burnt rubber. And I was like, well, that's weird. So I stuck my head out. I thought somebody's house was burning down, maybe. It smelled like chemical fire. And I was like, well, whatever. So shut the door, sat back down in my chair, turned everything off, shut it down, and heard my wife scream from upstairs. And turns out the dog got sprayed by a skunk right outside the door. So the garage still smells a little bit like a skunk. So at 12 o'clock at night, we got to do the skunk bath method. Hey, Siri, how do you wash the skunk? That's what I had to ask. And so, yeah, that was a good time. Pulled up my little camera behind the door back here, and the skunk was just right there in the middle of the concrete. And I was like, oh, my God. So, yeah, that was probably the highlight and low light / funny light of my weekend. So, SP smells a little bit like a skunk right now here on the podcast. Don't tell anybody.
There you go. Now we know what it smells like in Casper's garage.
Yeah. It's bad time.
That's absolutely. So your Friday night went out to the lake for some fishing with my wife. So I got a little question here for you, Casper. So we were out there fishing, and I threw it out there and I thought it was a snag. So I was like, man, something ain't right here. I just maybe got some grass. So I give her the pole. I grabbed the string, and I started to bring it in. So right here on Sport Talk, so catch for me by me getting it on the dock, or did she really catch it since it was really her pole, but then I brought it in and got it on the dock?
And you're not supposed to be putting me on the spot on the show. I hate to call out a woman like this, but at the end of the day, I said it a couple weeks ago. Whoever unhooks it caught the fish. So at the end of the day, I feel like my head, you got to put hands on it for it to be a catch. And if you put hands on it, got it in, then I think it's yours now. It's kind of winky. If you had a net and you did this, it'd be hers if she got out of the net, right? But she didn't. So I don't know. I give it to you. I think on that one, big dog. I think if it's no hands, doesn't count. But I'm not Lake King anymore. You got to call Randy and find out. Like I said, he's a professional, and if you want to bring him on for another show, be sure to ask him that because I'd like to hear. And I do enjoy those shows.
Okay, I'll have to ask him on that for sure. But yeah, so that was our Friday night. A little bit of fishing there. Saturday morning, back to work there, 5 in the morning. So I got to wake up bright and early, 3 something in the morning. So that's what I've been doing on the weekends here the last couple of months. It seems like. Mm-hmm. And then I came home that Saturday afternoon there and just kind of hung out, watched some of the Braves, watched some of the NASCAR there at Echo Park. So that was a pretty chill evening there Saturday night. Just kind of took it easy. And then Sunday, I went fishing. Just myself, went with that frog. That's one that I use or something like it. I went with the frog. I had one on the line. It jumped out of the water. It got down in the grass, and I was trying to pull it in, and I thought it was a snag, and then I get it all the way to the shore. I just start bringing it in with my hands again. Just trying to save my, the frog and whatnot. I didn't want to lose any of that. And then I got it to the shore there, Casper, and it flapped in the grass, and it took off the opposite direction. So I feel like that is no catch for D-Watt.
Yeah, close but no cigar. That's what they always say. Close but no cigar.
Yeah, I got to get my hands on it and got to get it in the grass on the shore, and it just didn't happen like that. But I found a large swim bait while I was fishing. So that was pretty unique. I guess they cast it out there and it hit a rock right by the bank, and they couldn't get it back probably on a boat. And it's actually pretty nice there. So that worked out pretty good. I got some new some worms and some crawls. So I got some Zoom bait.
Oh yeah.
Out. And then my wife went to an estate sale and got me some real small crappie fishing
nice little
lures there. So that worked out pretty good. She got that, I think, for $1. So I got me some crappies. So I guess I call it crappie technically, but everybody's got their own term for it. But so I got that, and we'll start trying that out. So yeah, that Sunday was that. And then I did some mowing in the afternoon. I cut my yard, and I cut for Connie. So it was a busy day trying to beat the weather here. And here around town, it's been hit and miss with the rain showers. So I got that done. So it was pretty busy there Sunday. And then Sunday night, I was going to go fishing again, but no, I had to watch the race there, Casper. I did not miss the race, and the weather wasn't too good here, so I did not miss the race. I wanted to pass out along on last week's show. My decision making that was a little bit poor, but it happens. It really did happen that way, like I said. But I stayed home, and it was a cool race, which we will get into that here in a little bit. But tough on the delay. You can't control the weather. Glad I didn't go because I would not have been back home in time to get to work at 5 on Mondays. So I would have told the boss, sorry, I was coming home from Atlanta if I was trying to go. So I would not have made it. But it was a busy weekend for me. But now we're here on the show. We're going to get things underway. But first, I'd like to say thanks for being tuned in, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe if you would on the YouTube, and you can find us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can follow us on Facebook. That's where I put all my pictures, videos, and whatnot. So give us a follow there on the Facebook. All right. With that being said, with news of the week, College Football 27 is out on Xbox and PS5. It is $69.99 if you want to go out there and get that game. So Casper, it's out. You gonna get it?
Already got it, big dog. I've already got me a couple games in, baby. So this is the heat question of the podcast right here. What do the listeners have to do to get D-Watt to get on a little CFB 27? What do we got to do? We got to donate a whole PlayStation. We got to donate half a PlayStation. What we got to do, man?
What do you have for your console? That's the first question.
I'm on the PS5. I switched to PlayStation like 2 years. I guess it's been almost 2 years now. And I enjoy it. Honestly, the controllers feel better in my hand than the Xbox. They're a little bit wider, and I got giant hands. Y'all can't tell I'm 6'7" when I'm sitting down, but I'm a giant human, and I enjoy the PlayStation controller better for my hands now, actually. But yeah, that's what I'm rocking it on.
Okay, so that's good because I like the PS5. That's probably what I would prefer to get. I guess I just need to go down to the store, Casper, and get it in my hands. Go down there and get it.
Listen, I'm gonna make the argument. You've been working a lot of overtime, big dog. I'm just saying. I think you should get it. I think you should get it. And before We have the old Tennessee Georgia Tech. I think it should be Tennessee versus Georgia Tech, Casper versus D-Watt. We can live stream it. I don't know how to do all that jazz, but we'll get a whippersnapper. JP sets up a little Twitch stream. Maybe we can get that rolling. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. Like, you need to go get you one. PlayStations are high though. They're like $600, $500, which is stupid.
That was my next question: is how much is that going to run to, Casper?
Well, okay. So here's the deal: if you do get one, okay, if you haven't got back in the college football games yet, people, you should. First of all, it's great. It's a throwback to childhood. But what you need to do is just get the digital. Don't mess with getting the disc one. You don't need a disc. You download all these games. Mine takes a disc, and I have not put one single disc in it since I bought it 2 years ago. So no need to do that. But yeah, I mean, you can do that. The Xbox is a little bit cheaper, just for the record. It will take you some time to get used to it. If you get it, if you're like me, you have to go back to classic passing because I can't do all this newfangled passing where you got to aim and all this stuff. So, but yeah, it's a good time. So if anybody wants to get on, let me know. I'm getting tuned up. I want to be good this year, D-Watt. I want to make the playoffs one time on the I think it's called Road to Glory is the playoff mode. I'm trying.
Yeah, it'd be fun to get on and play online together there and compete and have some kind of little competition of some sort. I think that'd be something cool. And I'll have to kind of I'll have to get back with you on that. Go check them out. Go down to Walmart, I guess, and go out there and get me one. It'd be fun to play. It really would be.
Yeah. One thing I was going to tell you on that. So there is a couple weird things with this. One, like they don't have the whole roster on there yet. So like Fazion's not on the game. It's like the best player on Tennessee is Deshaun Bishop, and he's like an 85 overall. If your best player is an 85 overall, we're not doing that hot. But I do feel like McIntyre is better in the game than Aguilar was for passing last year. So one of the things that's difficult about this game is you kind of have to be Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Penn State to be any good. So that's kind of difficult. But, I mean, Georgia Tech, Tennessee is probably a pretty even matchup. You'd be better than me anyways. So you always have been. Let's be real.
Right, which I played back in the day. I played, 08, 09. I had the NCAA 09, I think it was. And, something that and for that, I guess it was a PS3. I think I maybe had it on a 3. Okay. Yeah. So I had it back in the day. I don't know if I still got it or not, the system, but yeah, it's always fun to play, whether it's out, cold or hot outside or raining or whatever. It don't matter what the temperature is. Just play for a little bit and play on some online with some buddies. That's what it's all about.
That's right.
All right, we'll shift into some Jordan Walker wins a home run derby over Schubert, leaving the Philly fans in tears. Why are they crying in Philadelphia, Casper?
Okay, so the All-Star game's in Philadelphia. The home run derby's in Philadelphia. Kyle Schwarber goes up, hits 11 homers in the home run derby, and Jordan Walker comes up there, hits 11, pulls back for 12, and absolutely just mashes it right on out of there. Kyle Schwarber can't win the home run derby at his home park. Sucks to be Kyle Schwarber. Anytime the Philly fans are upset, I'm here for that. You know what I'm saying? I hope Kyle Schwarber plays for the Phillies. I think he does. But, it's one of those things where, like, remember when they wanted Acuna to be on the home run derby when it was going to be Atlanta and all that? I think he did. He wasn't any good. But Schwarber was in there, made a run at it. He just didn't get it done. And anytime Philadelphia fans are upset, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where I just hate Philadelphia because I went to a playoff game. I actually got this cup there, believe it or not, in Atlanta. And we got beat by the Phillies. And I hate the Phillies. I'll never like them again. I hate their fans too. So anytime they're upset, I'm a happy man.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of either, Casper. And to see them crying and upset, hey, it makes me happy to hear that news about that.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We got some fan mail. This comes from TJ in Maryville, Tennessee. Beautiful Maryville, Tennessee. He says, where will LeBron end up? So, Casper, where is LeBron James going to play basketball next year?
I don't know. So this is actually my actual answer to this question is LeBron, does he know in his head that he's not good enough? That's the question. Like LeBron is not going to carry a team anymore. He needs to grab the coattails of somebody else if he wants to win a ring. So are we trying to win a ring or are we trying to go to Cleveland and just retire? And I think he's so selfish, hard-headed, arrogant, ignorant, stuck up that I'm pretty sure he's probably trying to win a ring. So I don't think he's going to go to Cleveland and retire. I don't know. I guess my question is, who really wants him? like it's a lot of show. It's going to cost you a lot of money. You're going to sell some jerseys and stuff. You're going to get attention, but like, is it worth it for 1 year of probably not winning? I mean, I don't know. So I don't know where he's going to go. I was thinking Cleveland, but then the fact that he hasn't announced it's Cleveland yet makes me think it's not going to be Cleveland. So I feel like if that was it, he would have made that decision long ago. Like, hey, I want to go retire at home. So I don't know. The Knicks, maybe they can drop him in there, but like, dude, some of these teams, like, he might be the sixth man. I don't know. I mean, I told that to my dad yesterday and told him I was ignorant. He's like, he's not. I'm like, he can't play more than like, what can he actually average a game? Like, he's going to take a bunch of games off. So, like, when you factor that, he's going to average you, 15 minutes a game by the time he takes half the season off? Like, I don't know, man. He's not worth anything. So, I don't know where he's going to go. Is my answer. I hope he goes to Bucks for Dan, though. That's what I'd like to see.
It would be something different. Yeah, when I saw that news come out, was it last week or so? He's taking some kind of big, pay cut, or not taking, I guess he's just going to do, one more year for kind of like, I guess, for fun or whatnot, to end things, and he's just gonna. I think my gut thought is the Warriors, but so I say he's probably going to go to the Warriors. If it had been the Cavs, kind of like you said, probably already that been announced. It makes more sense to go to the Warriors. If they're still good, then maybe he gets them, gets one more ring. You think maybe he's going to go chase after one more ring? I hope this is just like an easy decision. Hope he doesn't drag it out. I hope he doesn't make a show about it. Don't have a sit down like he did back in the day with the Heat.
Choice.
Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. Don't do all that, LeBron. Just make your decision. You're going to sell a bunch of shirts and hats and jackets and all this kind of stuff, and have one more grand tour. Go around to all these one last time. See everybody one last time, and just go out in the sunset and just be done. You're old. You're probably not going to play a whole lot. It's just a matter of fact. It's just going to be injuries and whatnot. And I think he's probably good for the sport to be around, at least good name. But it's going to pass the torch on to somebody else, and it's time to really see what the future is once he is no longer playing basketball.
Oh yeah, he'll be on TV probably. He likes himself a lot. He'll be on TV. That's my speculation.
That's good. I like that. That's a good thought there. I wouldn't have thought that, but yeah, we'll have to see where he lands. So thank you, TJ, for the fan mail. We sure appreciate it. All right, that will put us into some Braves baseball. This is the mid-season All-Star break. The Braves lead 2 games over the Phillies, so it was as high as up to 10 games or so. So now it's down to 2 games. It's stayed kind of steady here the last couple of weeks at 2 games. The Braves, we just need to see them really be more consistent and kind of get loose of their hard times they've had the last few weeks. So they are 55-40. At this point, I was hoping to get 60 plus wins, but hey, we're at 55. So I'll take what I can get. And we got the lead in the East. We got 55 wins. Now we just need to see our team continue on. Some other teams that are at the lead. So we got the Braves leading, you got the Brewers leading, and you got the Dodgers leading NL, and then you got the White Sox, the Rays, and the Rangers lead in the AL. So those are some teams that are leading their divisions. So we just have to see how after this break how the Braves do.
Yeah, I mean, I think the good news is we obviously haven't looked as good over the last at this point it's like 2 months. So it's good to get a win going in the break. That's what you need to do, but you got to win coming out of the break too. We have been that team before that wasn't and then rose up. And I don't know. What scares me is that the Phillies are really prime. They've really got their stuff together and they're looking a lot better. They're not the same team they were when we played them back in April or whenever the last time we played them was. And I don't know. Hopefully we can get it together. I'm a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie. I would rather be the team chasing at this point, honestly, instead of the team trying to stop a slide. So we'll see what happens. I think Acuna's supposed to start rehab this week, I believe. Like maybe, in fact, it might be like in 30 minutes. I don't know. It's probably a Gwinnett, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. And I don't know, man. I just hope they can hang in there. I'm getting nervous. I'm not gonna lie. 8 games is a lot to give up already.
It's going to be a dogfight for sure here throughout the summer, and we'll have to really see what they can do. This past week, they played at the Pirates. That was Tuesday through Thursday. We got 2 or 3, Casper, so that's kind of what you want to see. So then we played at the Cardinals every Friday through Sunday. I watched this game on Sunday. We got 1 of 3. We got the Sunday win. That was one of your picks there, Casper, I believe. So Cardinals are a team that's kind of hitting a miss there, and we got 1 of 3 going into the break, kind of like you said. So that's what you want to see as a fan, is at least end it strong and have these couple of days off to take a rest, to get ready for the second half of the year. So first half of the year is done. You got any thoughts on the first half of the year, Casper?
I've got mixed feelings on it, honestly. If you'd have told me we'd have been in the lead, I would have said that's awesome. I'm happy with that. But then kind of see the lead that we got out to, it didn't end the strongest. But I don't know. I mean, I think I started with 92 game wins, maybe. I think is what I said, 92 wins. So I guess we're about kind of on pace for that now. We were on pace to be higher than that, but kind of what I'm seeing, if trends continue, we might be looking more at that number than I was. So I guess I'll just ride with it and say stick with my number on that one. I think we'll have to go back to that first show and listen when we talk about that, but pretty sure that's what I said. So I think I'm in about that ballpark. So I'll stick with it.
Yeah, for me, the second half, man, I said back on the that show, I said they were not going to make the playoffs and probably get 70 or so wins. So they're at this point they're on track to make the playoffs. So hopefully that's what happens. But I'm going to stay strong with kind of what I said. I'm not going to change on the show here. And then just if they do make the playoffs, then it's great. And then we just got to get the wins and can't be dropping too many of these games and just be up close there. You never know what's going to happen. Yeah, so it'd be cool to see them get 80 plus to 90 wins. That would be something great to see. I think mine was like 72 or so. So they're doing better than I thought, and they're on track for the playoffs, on track to maybe get 80, 90 wins. So that's what we want to see as a fan on that.
For sure. We'll have to watch, find out. I'm going Sunday, so we'll see. I really would like to come back strong here and win the series against the Rangers to open up the second half of the season. I think that would be a big step in the right direction. Just, stop the bleeding and start back going the other direction as fast as possible.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game to be at. They're a top team, so it's kind of a cool team. I think just cool name and cool team and all that good stuff. So it's going to be cool to see on that. All right, that was into some minor league baseball. The Chattanooga Lookouts won 4 games this past week in Huntsville against the Trash Pandas there in Alabama, and then the Smokies won 3 games this past week. So Smokies are a top team here in the Southern League. So we'll have to kind of see how that goes for the rest of the year on that. I don't have much more on the. I might be going this weekend to the Clingstones game, maybe Saturday night. I might go check out the Clingstones. If they come to town, it's always good because there are some teams, some players that might be going to Atlanta here in the next couple of, hopefully this year or next year. So I'll be checking out some names that'll be going up to Atlanta hopefully very soon. The draft was actually a couple of nights back for the MLB draft. So I have to kind of go back and see for the Vols and the Jackets what players went where. I did see some top names went to the A's there for Georgia Tech. We got a couple of guys went to the A's. I like it when they go to a team that's in our area, so they get to, I've seen them here in Chattanooga play. So I have to kind of go back and double check on some names and see who's going where on that. That's about all I got for the baseball. Got anything else on baseball, Casper?
No, I mean, that's about it, I think.
All right. That will put us into some Tennessee football. The change is here. The change is now. Adidas has taken over Knoxville. So what is your thought on the change in Knoxville, Casper?
First, I didn't see any change, so I don't know where the change is. But when it gets here, let me know. Yeah, I mean, they just kind of dropped like the generic uniforms. I don't think I've seen a smoky gray yet or anything like that. It was they did drop a dark mode, an orange and a white. It looks to me like the same uniform with Adidas, and the SEC patches look different, but I'm assuming that's because the SEC changed their logo a little bit. The numbers are bigger. How do you feel about the bigger numbers before I run my mouth for 20 minutes?
I like them. I think they're a little bit bigger. They got kind of different shape to them. So on my end, yes, I think they're good to go.
I'm glad you like them. I think that they look like garbage, and I think bigger numbers is like what are we doing? I actually like the other numbers better. I don't know. I'm scared of this Adidas stuff. Somebody put it out that like Adidas is just like the most basic uniform company ever created, and unfortunately, they seem to be. That based off what I've seen. So I'm not very excited about it. There's nothing really new. I guess I was kind of hoping for something new. Like we're switching up. Can we get something new? And maybe they're not wanting to drop all the stuff yet. The reason they had to drop some of this stuff is because that game came out and the uniforms are in the game. So, that's part of why they had to announce that right now. Also, like hey, listen, we're not that far away. We're crunching the days down right now to get football, but I don't know, man. I really don't like it. The one thing I will say is I did get to go to the academy. We got a new academy open close to my house. I went over there Sunday morning or something for a little bit, and I was just kind of walking around looking. And their stuff is actually good. For us bigger guys, I think Adidas fits a little bit better than most of the Nike stuff. It was all too tight. So I'm excited, and it looked like it looked pretty decent quality as far as like fan merch goes. But the uniforms I thought were kind of trash. Just to be honest with you, I'm like, nothing exciting. So.
Yeah, I went as well, and I saw all the new gear. They're at the academy here in Hickson, and that they had, so they're out there. So it's good to see on that. But yeah, so that's Tech had the Adidas there in the past, and I thought it was just mid. It depends on what the team is. If they put more effort into Tennessee, I feel like Tennessee's got to be one of their top 5 teams. You would think somehow, some way. We'll see, but. It's all about how much money they're going to put into it and what kind of effort. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good change. I like the all orange, which is all kind of the same. It's not really much. I've been saying change a lot. It's not really any change. It's different, maybe just different sponsor. I guess you could just call it. It's now instead of Nike, it's Adidas. I guess my favorite is I like the all orange pretty good actually. I thought I wouldn't really like it, but like on the field it looks good. Maybe in the picture it's like but like on the field at night, I like the all orange. I like dark mode. It's probably my favorite though. I love me some dark mode. It looks good in person for sure. Yeah. I wasn't so sure about it when it first came out. In the past, I was like, I don't know about dark mode, but that dark mode, it looks good at night after about a Halloween time. It's a great time to show it out, and so that was good. That was good to see on that.
Yeah, well, that's my one thing is the original dark mode jerseys were terrible. So the new ones are nice. The idea was cool, but the execution was terrible. They were like see-through. I always hated Adidas uniforms back in the day because I feel like they got those holes in them, and I just don't like the mesh on them. So hopefully they've changed. Looks like they have a little bit, but they also looked a little thin. So we'll see what happens. Nike had some nice texture to it. I don't know that Adidas will, but we'll find out. Hey, it really doesn't matter. If they win, I'm going to love it. I mean, I'm just as long as we win,
I got one for you. So will you make the change over, or will you still wear Nike swag?
So I don't have that much Nike stuff because it didn't fit me very well. I did look at one of the coaches type warm-up pullovers, and I did like it. And yes, I'll probably buy it. Honestly, the answer, yes, I probably will. The one I saw was orange. I would like a black one with the orange accents instead of the other way around. But yeah, probably. But I mean, it's not like I'm not going to wear Nike because I have it. I just don't have that much of the Nike stuff because, like I said, it never really fit me. So I had to buy the other stuff off Fanatics.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm the kind of guy that's going to have the new stuff out in public. At home, I might wear the Nike, but if I'm going to a game, if I'm going to a tailgate or going to a party or something, then I'll definitely have on my new Adidas. I'll be upgrading from hats to shirts and whatnot. I feel like some people don't really care, and I try to care about stuff like that and get me a new pullover, get me a new shirt, new hat.
Yeah. Hope that the hats means that they get more new era options because those new era hats is the ones that I really like. So I think Nike was kind of afraid to give up some of their hat sales, and I don't know that Adidas cares as much about a hat. So we'll see.
Yeah, I've never had their hat before, so I'd be curious how it fits and whatnot on that for sure. On that. All right, that will put us into some Georgia Tech football. We have mentioned it, changed over to Under Armour. Under Armour has taken over Atlanta. We had Adidas, and we were a mid to low mid team there with Adidas. And so I think, from my understanding, is we're going to get more money with this, and they're going to push us pretty hard as one of their top teams. So they come out with their uniform options, and I've got my thoughts on this. So, Dad, if you tuned into the show, here we go. At the all gold, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And when they get sweaty, it's going to look like a mess. It's not going to be good at all. So, looks like a French fry. So please don't wear it. They're going to, but please don't. Just wait. Just on the sideline. You watch a game. It's going to be bad. So, it's going to look like a soggy French fry. All right, we'll move on from that all gold, and we'll go into my favorite is the white and gold. Give me the white top, the gold pants and the gold helmet. It's gonna look good. They kind of changed the gold a little bit, but I'm for it. I'm all for it. Then they come out with this like black or dark gray pants, and oh, those breeches do not look good at all. Makes me go, oh, but I get it. And unfortunately, Tech has turned into a team that's going to have a lot of different gimmicks, kind of like Tennessee does. It is what it is. They're going to have each game. It's going to be different helmet, different jerseys. It's just going to be different, and it's more stuff for people to buy. I'll be one of those guys buying some different stuff, and we saw it last year, and that's what it all comes back to what they can make money wise. So I'd be curious with the Under Armour, with the shirts and the hats and whatnot. I'd be curious how all that feels and looks and all that good stuff. But all that came out here just the last couple of weeks, and I was really digging into some different options there. So just as a fan, kind of looking forward to some of that. Thursday night, September 3rd, Colorado's coming to town, and we are a 7.5 point favorite over Colorado. And Dion, I got that text from you there a few weeks back about they're looking forward to getting to the line and won't be no curfew for the coaches. I think it's what that text said, and the players can stay out as long as possible. So Dion's looking forward to getting down to the big city, bright lights of Atlanta. Yeah, they're gonna get hot down that Magic City. They're gonna get there's a game going on.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that's perfect. Well, hopefully y'all save the French fry uniforms for the Tennessee game. Don't wear those against Colorado. I want you to look like some wet French fries when we put that belt on it.
Oh yeah. So with that being said, Dad and I have got the 3-game package there for this coming season. So we got Wake Forest, we got Duke, and we got Louisville. So we're going to be going to 3 games this season. The price was super good, and we got good seats, home side. So it should be a really good experience. Last year I sat in the upper deck on the guest side, and that sun was in your face for hours until it finally went away. So the key at Bobby Dodd is to sit on the home side. And then also last year we sat down low on the road side, but the sun wasn't nearly as bad, which it was also a night game. So the sun wasn't a problem there. So that part of it was good. But I guess I've learned at different sporting events just as a fan, you definitely want to see how it's set up wise, at the track or at a football game or baseball game. You want it to sit behind you in parks and whatnot that are older. Sometimes they didn't think about that when they were making them years ago. But Bobby Dodd is definitely a home side football team for sure on that.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm happy you get to go. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he got those a few weeks back. He sent me a text, and I said, "Oh yeah, get those. We'll take those games." And those are three pretty good games. They kind of do it on purpose like that, because they don't give you, of course, they don't give you the Tennessees and the Colorados of the world. They want you to come to the Dukes and Louisville and Wake Forest teams. But hopefully those games will be good and Tech will be on a roll, which we'll have some preview shows here on Sport Talk real soon. Those will start in about 2 weeks. We'll have some conference preview show with Tennessee, Georgia Tech, and whatnot. So we're going to kind of dig into some of that here in the next couple of weeks, which I am looking forward to those shows coming up here in the very near future. Anything else on football, Casper?
I'm just ready for it to go. I'm ready to look at the whole SEC schedule and, pick which weekends I'm watching every game. And, I want to pick I think I know what my favorite game of the season, to actually watch is. And I don't know. Look, I'm just looking forward to going through some of that. So I'm glad we're getting there. I'm glad we can talk about it again. Whenever we lost that World Cup game, I was like, praise the Lord, we can move on to real football.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you on that. So all the guys that like the NFL out there it is going to be 57 days till NFL kicks off. So that's getting close to. I know everybody likes their different things. Some people like the NFL, some people like college. Here in the South, we're more of a college football thing, but everybody likes something different. We're going to have Dan on here coming up. And he likes the Packers. He's big in the NFL. So come Sunday night, we're going to talk about the Packers a little bit there as well. And so we're going to get his thoughts on some of the Green Bay Packers this coming up football season there. All right, that will put us into, let's just jump on into it. Let's get into NASCAR at Echo Park Speedway there in Atlanta, Georgia. Ryan Blaney, my man, was on the pole for the big show. Started first, finished first. But before all that, it was a rain delay. They ran, stage 1 or something stage 1. And then they ran a few more laps, and here comes the lightning. The lightning strikes was amazing. I don't know if I've seen that here like in the South in a while on TV, because that's something you see out in the Midwest, but it gets real black and real cloudy. They were really coming in. So that was tough. And honestly, Casper, I don't know about you, but I went to bed probably about 9:30, 9:45. I'm getting old, and it's hard for me to stay up till 1:45 when this race ended. But did you stay up for the whole race at Atlanta?
So I made a decision when that rain delay came. I pulled up the radar on my phone. I was like, "Oh no, I'm going to bed." Well, I couldn't go to sleep, and next thing you know, it's like 11. I still wasn't asleep. Well, so I played the college football game. Actually, is when I downloaded that. Actually, was like rain delay. I'm downloading this game and started playing. So I did that, and then I was like about to go to bed, couldn't go to sleep, and they were about to start it. They said at like 11:15, and they didn't actually restart it until after 12. And I did make it to then. At which point I like looked at my phone. I was like, I have to get up in 3 hours, so should probably roll over, go to bed. So I left it on the couch and went to sleep. And I woke up and they were interviewing Ryan Blaney on the front stretch, and I was like, well, I'm glad I didn't watch this junk. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, no, I did not stay up. Sunday night races are terrible. I'm sorry. It's not a thing. Like I woke up Sunday and I was mad. D Watt, I was mad because I woke up Sunday and I was like, I should call D Watt and we should just go to Atlanta today. And I was like, oh wait, we can't because it's a 7 o'clock race and we just like can't. I mean, can't be home. If I would have stayed for that rain delay, I literally would have been late getting to work if I drove straight back and went to work. You know what I mean? So like, we went earlier in the year. I love going to that racetrack, and I hate those 7 o'clock Sunday night races. Do them on Saturday night. I know they're doing it for TV, but man, it burns me up because I would have loved to have gone. Here's my question about this race before we get to the results. Like for you, was it weird kind of to watch it on TV? I feel like we've been to a lot of these races. Like I don't even know that we didn't go last fall, did we? I don't think. I think we went last spring and then this spring, but I don't think I watched the second race last year for whatever reason. I don't know if I was out of town or what, but I don't remember watching it. And I was watching this race on TV, and like this track, I was telling everybody on Monday, like it just doesn't. TV doesn't do what that track is justice, honestly. Like when you're there and you're watching those guys that close for that many laps, you're like, oh my goodness. On TV, it's just not quite as good as it is in person. I don't know.
Yeah, it's always tough to watch an event of any kind when you've been in the past, and then you got to watch it on TV. It just kind of it's just different. And
Yeah.
I tried to watch most of that race, and it's a cool place to go to. Yeah, if you haven't been, it's definitely a cool event. I would definitely check it out. Super exciting, and some may not like the draft type racing they have there in Atlanta. Starting to change a little bit. That the track's kind of got some wear and tear on it, but it's definitely a cool place. They make it hard just as a race fan to go on a Sunday night. You got to get a hotel, and you got it shouldn't be that hard to go to a race. Which it was a great crowd. I thought it was a very good crowd.
I thought it was
in.
a good crowd for Sunday night, so at least they got it.
Yeah, it's just tough. It's just as a fan, you just gotta decide you want to take Monday off. You want to get a hotel, and if the answer is yes, then you're gonna go. If the answer is no, then you're gonna watch it on TV. But yeah, we went last year, and then this year just to watch it is tough. But it was what it was, and I thought it was a good race on that. So we're going to dig into some of this Bubba Wallace versus Ty Gibbs. We'll start with the spin. So Ty got in the back of Bubba, but I watched this replay a few times there, so I've got my thought. But I'll let you go first here. So should have Ty somehow slowed down to let Bubba down? And it was just a bad deal, and I just want to get your thought on that.
Yeah. Okay. So, full honesty, I haven't watched any highlights from this race because I don't watch stuff on replay. But I've heard everybody talk about it enough to know that pretty much at the end of the day, no. Like what I did watch early in the race and when I watched in the O'Reilly race, the truck race is like again because how this track is like these guys are trying to throw blocks like they're at Daytona and Talladega and you can't do it. And like then they know like he doesn't have to let up. I mean, I think back in the day I said about your boy Brad Keselowski, like he wasn't wrong. He said I'm done lifting. Like when you lift, you get yourself in a bad spot. So, no, Ty Gibbs doesn't have to lift and let Bubba in front of him. It's racing. We're here to win. We're not here to finish second. And the teammate thing is turned into this big deal with Toyota. And I did see Bubba's comments at the end of the race after the Blaney interview talking about, a real Toyota teammate or whatever. And
Mm.
I understand his frustration, but no, I mean it's fine. They're fine. Don't worry about it. It's plate racing, baby. It's plate racing.
Yeah, it was a bad block. I don't care if it was square or not. It's
Yeah.
kind of the way he said it was square, but I get it. It's this time of year, tempers are going to be a little bit hotter than usual, and the pressure is starting to really get on for these guys to get into the chase. So, that's what happened there. And then Bubba on the white flag here, he drops below the yellow line with was it contact by Gibbs, I believe, and he advanced his position. And we all know the rules; you can't go below that that line. And indeed, he did. And as far as I know, I'm sure they're going to appeal. But as of now, he did not get his second place finish, so he's going to the back. So, anything on that there, Casper?
Yeah, first of all, he was talking about appealing. It's non-appealable because it's during the race. You can't appeal during the race. You only appeal stuff during the week. So, hey, it is what it is. At the end of the day, he knows the rules. Now, this leads me to my question: is the rule dumb? I mean, is it time for the line to go away? Like, what's your opinion on the whole can't go below the line situation?
Yeah, it is time for the line to go. There was nothing he did wrong. He took the bump and he went down there, didn't make any major changes with his position. Yeah, he gained a little bit and tried to give it back, but I feel like someone's going to get hurt one day if you can't get down there. If it's open air, just let him go down there. And if they're going to take that chance to go down there, then let them. Don't stop them. I get it. They're going fast and it's pack racing. I think it don't really matter. Get the push, go down there, and see what happens.
This isn't hockey. It isn't soccer. We don't ice. We don't go off sides. I don't like it. I think at the end of the day, the racetrack is going to dictate what you can and can't get away with, and your competitors are also going to dictate what you can and can't get away with. And I think that with these cars, one thing too, with the diffusers on the back of them, I mean, it's not like you can intentionally drive down there on the apron a bunch and get away with it because you're going to tear that thing up going down there and coming back up. So I'm ready for the line rule to go away and just race, and they'll have to figure it out. I mean, you're not going to go to Talladega and Daytona and see anybody, come off the apron and either hit. If they do that, they're going to hit somebody. They're going to wreck. Like it is what it is. And if they wreck, then they took care of themselves. And if their competitor says no, thank you, then hey, they learn their lesson the hard way when they hit the wall that time too. So I'm kind of ready for it to go away. I've never really liked it, but I don't know. We're kind of back in this era of fixing some things that are wrong, and I think this is one that we should add to the list. Just ixnay it, and we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, coming here soon. Hopefully they'll take a look at that here in the coming a year or months or so and kind of make it change. I think it's time for a change in NASCAR on that ruling. Carson Hocevar was coming. He had the lead out at the white flag. He had a big lead there, Casper. I saw some of these highlights. I thought it was too big, and then we all know he's not going to get help from other drivers. And just it got put in a bad spot going down the back straightaway, and Blaney was in a good spot, and Blaney got to his outside, and I feel like once he got to his outside, that's kind of where you want to be, and got the push by Bell, and Carson had a day of up front, then he went to the back with a flat tire, and then he was so close. He was singing in the car, from my understanding. He was having a heck of a time. So he was close to getting the second win, but just wasn't quite there yet for Carson.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think you're better to be in second in Atlanta, dang near on the second lap, and people are making a big deal out of guys not liking him and all that. I really think at the end of the day, the Bell situation was more of a just doing what he could try to do to win. He had to get past Hocevar to win, and Blaney had to run, so just follow the run. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. Carson's definitely creating issues for himself, but he's also creating fans for himself. So he's just gonna have to live with it. We'll see what happens. The one thing I like about him is his team, his owners support him, and everything he does. His sponsors do as well. So I'd say just keep doing what you're doing, Carson, and we'll see what happens. You're not gonna win them all, so good to see him up there though.
Yeah, he's running good. Do you have a stance on the Zane Smith Carson Hocevar situation they had?
Yeah, I mean, I do. My stance is that Zane Smith is just like mooching off of Carson Hocevar's attention at this point because Zane Smith is completely irrelevant as far as I'm concerned, and he can't point to anything that he did to him. He's just like I don't like him. Okay, well, there's a lot of people I don't like. I don't just get out here on the street and turn into people. I mean, it's ridiculous. Zane Smith is just, I don't know. I hope this is it. Zane Smith, in his defense, got done dirty in his contract situation by Trackhouse. He was supposed to go to Trackhouse. He's supposed to be driving the car SVG is in, for those of you that don't know that. But I mean, Zane Smith, I think, has a lot of frustration. I think it's just boiling over, and he's choosing to take it out on Hocevar, and I don't think in the long run that is going to go well for him. He's not going to have a ride probably in a year or two. So
Yeah, he just kept it going. And my one quick thought on that is just, man, just you're not any good. You run around mid pack 25th and just stop. I get it. You want
yeah,
to have something to say, and then he gets on some silly podcast and says all kinds of stuff about his fans and this and that, and just
yeah,
I just and then they want to talk about it all weekend, and they get Carson on TNT, and then they want to talk to Zane, and he just keeps saying, I just don't
yeah.
like him. I don't know.
I mean,
Find something else to say.
I like the big back and forth. Here's my question. So they were talking, Carson did this whole T-shirt trade-in thing,
Yeah.
and I was just thinking about something whenever I saw that, and I was thinking, I don't think I've ever seen a Zane Smith T-shirt. Last time I checked, Zane Smith has like one shirt for sale in a trailer with like 57 other Ford drivers, and I don't think anybody buys them. I mean, he's such a loser. Like, why would you buy a shirt? I mean, I don't know about. We went to what's the last race we went to? Talladega. Let's see. I got in line for Hocevar's trailer, and she was backed on up last time I looked. So I don't know, Zane. See how it goes for you, and I mean, just not liking guys. I mean, we talk about Carson creating sponsor issues. Well, at least Carson's competitive. I mean, if Zane's up here, if they're racing, part of having a rival is you both have to be competitive. You got to be racing for wins. You can't be racing for 35th and having an attitude.
Yeah, that sums it up really good right there. Yeah, I just be quiet and don't run your mouth about stuff all that. Like saying, come on, just win or be in the top 5 and be competitive. Then maybe have something to say. But till then, just stay quiet there, Zane. All right, so that wraps up the NASCAR talk. Ryan Blaney got the win there in Atlanta, and then that will put us into, to help save some time. We'll get into last week's the picks. That I got a text there from Casper on his, so he got the win there. He got all 3 of his right, and then he missed the NASCAR pick, so it is now a 19-18 Eric Casper. And then we'll go into this week's pick. Since I got beat, I'll get to go first here. So I got the Lookouts versus the Clingstone Saturday night. Give me the Lookouts to win that game. I got the Braves and the Rangers. Give me the Rangers on Saturday. That game is at the Braves. And then a WNBA Fever over the Storm on Friday. Give me the Fever. There's been a lot of NBA talk here last couple weeks with the WNBA, so give me the Fever to get the win there. And then my North Wilkesboro pick is give me Ty Gibbs. Give me the Toyota Ty Gibbs to get the win in North Wilkesboro. Go ahead, Casper.
Solid pick on Ty Gibbs. I'm gonna cheat and take the Braves twice this weekend. Give me Friday and Sunday. I'm taking Friday because we need a win coming off the break. I'm taking Sunday because I'm gonna be there. So hopefully they get it done. It probably won't, but I'm gonna hope they do. And then for my other pick, I'm going to take England over Argentina Wednesday in the semifinal there. So Argentina is supposed to win. They're trying to repeat this thing, and Messi's last game, I guess, is what I keep hearing on the radio when I'm driving down the road. And I don't really care, but I'm picking one anyways because I got to pick something. So give me that. Give me England over Argentina. Go England. Never thought that again. North Wilkesboro. I've got Kyle Larson in here. I really want to go Ryan Blaney. I'm going to stick with Kyle Larson though, but Blaney's going to be good. So yeah, I'll stick with Kyle Larson. He needs it, man. Like he's getting to the point. If he doesn't get a win soon, like we're going to have some serious discussions about his career. So looking forward to see what happens there.
All right. Before we shut it down, you got one last thought there, Casper.
Yeah, I actually have 2 last thoughts. Sorry. North Wilkesboro. Chase Elliott is running all the cars that Kyle Busch was supposed to run. Not in the Cup race this weekend. I think that's cool to see him step up and do that. And I think Chase and Kyle had a better relationship than a lot of people know. If you ever go back and listen to Dale Jr. Download with both of them, they both talk about each other. Chase is not a very public guy, so people don't know what he does, but I think he has a lot of care and like Kyle a lot. So he's running the Junior Motorsports number 8 late model stock, and he's going to run the truck for Spire that Kyle Busch was supposed to run at North Wilkesboro this weekend. He's also running the pro late model. So Chase is going 4 for 4 this weekend, just for the record. So be watching a lot of North Wilkesboro wearing some 9 gear. I don't know if I got enough shirts to keep up, but I'm going to try. So that's number 1. Number 2 is Southern Nationals, Schaefer's Oil Southern National started back up last night, Monday at Bulls Gap. I got to go. It was a really good race for Monday. Everybody was late getting there. It rained everywhere around there the whole way up there. I was getting poured on. It sprinkled for a little bit at the end of the feature, but never rained. So they got it all in. The one thing I want to mention was a super sketchy wreck. Kenny Collins and oh gosh, that guy from South Carolina, Landonowski. Kenny Collins got turned by Travis Foltz, who's out of Tazewell, Tennessee, basically for no reason at the end of the front stretch at Bulls Gap, which is a really high-speed racetrack. D-Watt knows this. Some of you probably don't. But really sketchy hit. Kenny Collins' car got airborne and hit Landonowski essentially on the side of the head and bent the halo bar on that. Glad to see everybody walk away. But my comment to Southern Nationals and Flo and everybody that's doing that is somebody needs to get that dude to the doctor. They interviewed this guy. He clearly had a head problem. As a guy that's had concussions, I'm just telling you right now, the dude had a problem going on, and he had no business being interviewed. So I hope that he's okay. And I've been thinking about him off and on throughout the day. I hope he is all right. It's scary when you see the front of a race car hit the head area of another race car. So hope he's all right. But looking forward to watching that. They're about to fire that up here when we get off here. I'll probably turn it over tonight. They're at Harris. They're racing this week, next week. So trying to con D-Watt into going with me to at least one next week, if not two. So hopefully we'll get to watch a little more dirt racing. And, I love it. I'm ready to go.
Oh, yeah, me too. It's been a minute since I've been, and I'm ready to get back. Also, Flo should wait until any kind of wreck. Let everything be situated before you start interviewing people. Let everything be solved and done before you start having them talking to the microphone. That's not a good look.
They interviewed the guy on the track, dude. I was like – I was up there in the stands with, it was just me. I didn't go with anybody. It was just me sitting there. And there's another guy that with him. I was talking. I was like, dude, why are they interviewing this guy? Clearly he is not okay. Also, hate to throw shade. There was no ambulance at this racetrack. They did have the rescue squad out there. But at the end of the day, what are we doing racing super late models in 2026 without an ambulance there? I think my ticket last night was $20-$25. I'll pay $30 if that's what you have to do to get an ambulance there. I do not want to ever go to a dirt track and watch somebody die. That's just the ugly truth. And we've had some sketchy wrecks this year, and there's been deaths in the racing community. So thankfully we didn't have anything like that. But I did get scared there for a minute because he didn't move, dude. I was sitting in turn one. It was in turn one. I don't know if you've seen the highlights. If not, you should go watch it on Flow. But super sketch, man. So hope he's all right. And great way to end the show with that negativity. But
there we go. All right, my one last thought is Ryan Blaney and his mustache. When I saw him, when I saw him on the TV for the pre-race show, I said, "What the heck is on his face? Get that thing out of here! It's just trim it up. It don't gotta be perfect. It just get it where it's controllable." He has lost control of the stash, so I'm just gonna sit here and say, "Trim it, Blaney. Trim her back a little bit. If you keep winning, keep it whatever, but just keep it controlled. Keep it controlled." But it won't. It'll get wild. They're going into the playoff, going into the chase and whatnot. It'll get out of control. But heck, if you're gonna win a championship like this one, then hey, keep it long, baby. Keep it long.
Hey, I'm just saying, if you wouldn't have skipped fishing last week, you'd have known it was getting out of control last week.
There you go. That's a good statement right there. I like that. All right, I'm going to close it down. We're out of time. I'm going to close it down. Thanks for being tuned in. Like, share, and subscribe if you would on the YouTube. Find us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And find us on Facebook and Instagram. And if you have any comments, put it in the comments below. With that being said, we're going to say hammer down and see you in the next one.
See ya.